Bonnie with Seavine, and I am up here in Sturgis, which is South Dakota, just above Rapid City and just above Mount Rushmore. Right now there are things going on in Mount Rushmore, however I am up here and visiting a couple of activities, gatherings in the campgrounds up here. Apparently a lot of people are milling back and forth between two campgrounds, but I just happened to bring someone with me, and you know, we need to let him speak. Actually, I'll give it a little better shot so you can see. And it's part of the bus. It's actually the bus. So I'm not sure how much I'm able to show you, but you get the idea, you get the drift. We'll be having interviews with a few people. So here we have Charisse Ledford.
Yes.
And I understand you're from?
I am 20 miles south of Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
A small community there. And a Facebook friend invited me to the Facebook group that's putting on this big celebration. And at first I thought, because I love my country, I love my president, I'm gonna cry. I am super patriot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so my heart wanted to come, and it's like, I can't drive 1,600 miles by myself.
1,600?
Well, 1,540 plus.
Close enough.
And so I took vacation, I rented a car, and we drove 3 days straight, and then came in yesterday. My son Joshua is with me, and we went to Mount Rushmore yesterday.
Hi.
Happy to meet you. I love your sunglasses. So you kept your mom company. She did a lot of driving.
No.
No?
You didn't drive, I drove.
Did you
right?
drive?
No.
Are you trying to tell me you drove?
No.
Well, maybe she's got one of those automatic cars that drive themselves, you know. Those
Really,
are
a
good.
smart car. It really helped to let you know when people's coming up on your left side and right.
That helps, that blind spot.
Yes, and so it was really a wonderful drive. And of course, there were imperfections, but it's a perfect trip. And we're so excited to be here. Yesterday went to Mount Rushmore and saw it, and went to Crazy Horse and through Custer National Park. And we're here today to see the flag unfurled and to see President Trump on the Jumbotron at Mount Rushmore and hear what he has to say, his word for our country. And I think it's going to be totally positive. I'm just very excited, very excited.
And I hear you came from
Ohio.
Ohio. Do you do this every year?
No, we only came because of Trump.
Well, of course. Absolutely.
We've been to Mount
Me
Rushmore
too.
3 other times, though, haven't we?
Yes.
So do they do this every year otherwise at the campground?
We don't know. We think this particular place has events for like motorcycle rallies mostly. I'm not sure.
Well, we could use a few motorcycles for Trump right now, couldn't we?
Oh, they'll be here.
They'll be here. They were here earlier today.
Oh, they were?
Yes, the Trump train was parked up here,
The bus.
and they were all around it.
What do you mean by the Trump train?
Well,
do you mean
that's-
the bus?
Yeah,
Bus.
that's what it says on it. Trump train.
Got it.
Yeah.
Trump train on 4 wheels or whatever,
Yeah.
18 wheels, I don't
Yeah.
know.
We went to our first Trump rally in 2016 when he was running, and he had a rally in Lebanon, Ohio. It was awesome.
Oh, awesome.
It was packed.
It's packed. Yeah.
I've been to the ones in Minneapolis, and then I was also for the 4th of July a year ago in Washington, D.C. for that one.
Oh, okay.
But honestly, it's like the left is trying to mess with all of our open events, right? Have you noticed?
They want to ruin everything that's nice. You know, they're just haters.
They don't want to be exposed.
Bingo. Thank you, sir. We have Michelle Johnson Robinson and her hubby,
Michael,
Michael. And you came from where?
Burnett, Texas.
Burnett, Texas.
You
It's
drove.
Central Texas. Yeah, we
Drove it.
And it took how many hours?
23
20.
and a half.
That's a lot of time.
A lot of hours.
You didn't do it straight through.
No,
That's very
they
good.
don't.
All right. So
I used to, not anymore.
So why did you come 23, well, a whole day? Why was it so important to come here?
To support our president.
Absolutely.
Support our president and support what he's doing to save the country.
what can he do now with all of the virus nonsense, should we call it? The overblown?
Not to allow them to shut us down and silence us anymore.
Right. In Texas, you're not really shut down much, are you?
We weren't, but I am here and we are now. So it's like,
Well, we escaped the lockdown this time. And even when we go back, if they're still doing it, I'm not playing.
Yeah,
It's
right.
ridiculous.
Me either. I won't do
It is hot enough, humid enough in Texas, that virus ain't going to survive.
well, and we all know the tyranny, even in Michelle's death, it was totally preventable. And that's the problem, I guess, is that it should never have happened. And we know who's behind it. You know, she was sacrificed for a free vote.
Yeah. So many innocents.
Yeah.
Okay, I met a wonderful guy with a great hat on, and his name is John
Sensor, S-E-N-S-E-R.
S-E-R.
Yeah.
And he looked mighty important strutting around here, so I thought I would talk to him. So I'm going to let him say whatever he wants.
Well, my brother and I are the ones who came up with this idea, world's largest American flag. In this time in our country, we felt it was very important to do something like this. People want to be proud of something. They want to gather around something. And right now the flag is getting attacked and the forces are advancing. This is a pushback time. What we did with this flag, last time it was unfurled was 2013, so it doesn't come out very often, but it's weighs 3,000 pounds. It takes 500 people to carry. And it came to me, what if we took the largest flag ever made, and I call it the hourglass concept because these lights represent people's cell phones or flashlights. We have different religions, different nationalities, different politics, come from different parts of the country. But we're all Americans, and we all unite tight in light for those who made the ultimate sacrifice. The military holds the flag because they defend the country. They defend what this flag stands for: liberty, freedom. The people are lighting it. This flag is crying out, illuminate me, illuminate me. And what do we hear? The thunderous roar of liberty, freedom. And so when they leave from this side, we all go our separate ways. Therefore, the hourglass concept, we're going to shine that flag. That flag needs, people want to rally around something. They want to be proud of something. At 9 o'clock, it's scheduled to go. And that's when we'll play the national anthem. We'll say Pledge of Allegiance. There'll be a few speakers. And then we play patriotic music, the armed services songs. And just walk. The veterans will lead the procession. And a lady just came here. She saw it on Facebook. The only reason she came 1,600 miles was for this event.
This is awesome. I had not known about that when I came.
Yeah.
So where's the flag? Does the flag
Flag's right in the field over there. Took 2 days to get here from Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
That's where its home is.
All right. Good.
Actually, Los Alamitos. 77-year-old lady owns it. We need 500 people to hold the flag.
500?
Yes, minimum of
How
500.
tall is it?
It's not tall, it lays flat off the ground. Yeah. So there are 500 people around it and then another 100 underneath to make sure it doesn't touch the ground.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's patriotism is what's going to save this country.
Right. That's right.
And this country so needs a pushback because the enemy has been advancing.
It is.
And we're the epicenter right now with what we're doing, and we're pushing back, and we're showing there are patriots. And that's what's going to save the country. And when I hold my light and I walk under that flag, it's for those 3 men who died at Pensacola Air Force Base. When the guy came in, that Saudi guy came and shot him, he's just on watch.
Yes.
Well, my son's in the Navy, and he was just there months earlier doing the same watch.
Oh.
So it's,
By the grace of God.
So that's what my light's for, those 3 young men.
Yes.
I'm thinking of them as I walk under that flag.